everybody, how's it going? I've been filming this video for about a week, a little over a week, of just all the creative projects I kind of have had going. Yeah. What make? Let's see how bad I fucked up my cabinets challenge. Okay, I think we're actually like probably good. I did like a primer on the top thing and the doors, which are out in my shed. And I started after I waited the 4 hours or whatever it wanted me to let it dry. And then I went to do my green and it was like eating the primer off. So I left it for 2 days. It's Tuesday now. I did that on Sunday. And we're going to try and hopefully just letting it set will let me paint it now. And I didn't just ruin my cabinets for trying to make them pretty. And after all this, I still have to even stir the bottom. Wish me luck. Okay, I'm just going straight out of the can because if this doesn't work, I don't want to have to clean out the paint tray. So we're doing a test out of the can. If it seems like it's working, I'll get a tray because I'm not a monster. All right. It doesn't look like it's ripping anything off. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, that's not great. I wonder why it's doing that. It's like just rubbing the white off and like exposing the wood. I don't know if maybe this brush is like too abrasive or what, but I'm gonna try and be gentle with it. Oh, try to be gentle with it, and definitely gonna have to do at least 2 coats. Maybe more around these parts where I have to be weird, but I'm gonna go for it. I don't see it getting much better than this, so pray for me. We are sewing some gingham pants with pockets. And did I cut the pockets the wrong way? Yes, but hopefully you won't be able to see that when we're done. Hello everybody, how's it going? It's been really chaotic. I've been mostly nonverbal while filming these clips, so I feel that I owe you some explanation. So the projects that we're covering: cabinets, gingham pants, fish socks. I'm gonna start with the pants. I feel like that's the thing most of people click on the video for. Okay, I sewed some gingham pants. I made the pattern by tracing out a pair of pants, and by tracing out I mean I laid the pants on the fabric and cut around it. And from what you saw, I was finishing everything really nicely. I was putting in pockets on the sides. I was doing French seams, okay? But once I got to the first side of the leg and I did a try on, I realized these pants were not going to fit over my donkus, okay? I had too much juice going on back there and it was not going to fit, so I had to pivot. And I had to 86 the pockets and switch it out for a side panel to add some more room for my donkus. And since I 86'd those pockets, I made one back pocket, which you can barely see because of the gingham. I'm so sorry. I made one back pocket, just big enough to fit my phone in there, because that's really the only thing I keep in my pockets if I'm walking around. So I have a phone-sized pocket in the back, and I'm actually really proud of how it looks. I finished the edges before I sewed it on, and then boom, she's on there. I did not do all French seams in the name of conserving fabric, so the only seam on the inside that is French is the crotch. So that part looks really nice and profesh. The rest of the seams are gonna kind of look like this. I do not have a serger, so what I did is a straight stitch and then a zigzag stitch to try and minimize any fraying going on. I did a channel for an elastic waistband, and I did that thick waistband. And make sure when you're cutting your elastic, it's like an inch or two smaller than you want it to be, because I redid the waistband so many fucking times. Okay, first I did it with a thin elastic, not the vibe. Then I did it like trying to sew the elastic just like right on the fabric, not the vibe. This is the vibe, I fear, but it's just, do some research before so you don't have to undo it 6 times like I did. I got my tag in there. Hemmed them all nice. The hem is profesh. She's double rolled, so no phrases here. Just don't look at that, okay? And I'll insert a little clip of me trying them on later here, a little mirror clip, because I'm not doing it right now. That is that. This was I did over the span of 2 days, these pants. And hopefully the next pair I do is faster, because I do want to make another pair in a striped fabric. And I got that fabric at the Death of Joanne sale. Alright, fish socks. We are to the fish socks. I barely showed you guys these. I did a TikTok, just like process video of these. I mostly worked on these at work during downtime, so I couldn't really film that much of the process. But we do have 2 pairs of not 2 pairs. We have 2 socks. I already washed them and let them air dry, and they feel so much softer and so beautiful and luxurious. And here's me wearing them. I haven't worn them yet. I just washed them last night. But they're very cute. Nate decided, I was going back and forth between like calling them like a fish sock and a watercolor sock. I feel like that's the energy they're giving. And Nate said they should be the Lost Fish Socks. So that is their name. And they're beautiful and I love them. And it's a sock knitting summer. I'm already starting another pair of socks. I just realized this whole time I haven't been using my mic. I'm so sorry. I hope you can't hear my washer too loud. I apologize. As far as the cabinets go, I did do a second layer of the green, but I haven't put the doors on yet. It was we were supposed to put the doors on the top this weekend, but we had kind of a chaotic weekend. We ended up losing power on Saturday night for pretty much all of Saturday night, so we were more focused on making sure our food didn't go bad than finishing the cabinets. But hopefully this week we'll be putting the doors on these, and I'll maybe start painting the bottom ones. But I do have new handles that I can show you I got on eBay. They're fake metal. Plastic made to look like metal, but being an adult is so stupid, because you think buying a handle for a cabinet would be like, oh, $1, $2 for one. Well, we went to the hardware store and it's like $5, which $5 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you need 16 of them, suddenly it's a whole like $70, and I'm too cheap for that. So I went on eBay and I got like 22 of these for $25. So these will do the job. And I actually think they're cuter than the ones that I saw at the hardware store. They're not as good quality, but I think they're good enough quality that they'll do us good in our tiny little kitchen. That's all of my updates. If I finish the cabinets before I upload the top cabinets, before I upload this video, I'll show you some pictures or a little video. If I don't, I guess you'll see it next time I make a video in the background. Another fun thing about being a grown-up, when your car has issues, you have to take care of it. Okay, they don't just disappear. And I guess I could call a guy, but a guy costs hundreds of dollars, and we've established I'm not doing that. So today, I'm gonna change some spark plugs. Wish me luck, and let's hope my car doesn't explode. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I do all my creative projects. I love you, and you'll see me next time. See ya.